No one heard what you said.
I don't care.
Just do an actual intro, Len.
Okay, we're doing fan fiction.
Doing fan fictions. Woo! Alright. I'm going first, right?
Kevin.
Obviously. This totally wasn't pre-planned. Let me look at my script.
Just use the script.
Alright, let me look at the script. Alright, there we go. Pull it up. It was a dark, lonely night. Royce was sitting in his room, home alone. His parents wouldn't be back for 3 days. He was bored out of his mind. They were on the cruise ship in California. They were going to be back in few. They weren't going to be back in a few days. Royce has already jacked off 4 times this night, pondering, should I do it again? He was thinking about it when he heard a knock at his door. Royce, as I said before, Royce knew no one was going to be home. So he got excited, thinking, is someone gonna rob me? So he went and grabbed his 12 gauge, his Glock. His other Glock, his AK-12, AK-47, P90, PPSH, Sami Fire, etc. He's a country boy, that's all that matters. He goes to his front door fully loaded with guns. When he opens it, he sees someone he didn't expect to see. Elijah Pennington, standing there shirtless. Royce couldn't help but look at the chest and mind the abs. He couldn't help but reach out and caress every single little gap. Elijah, very pleased and loves his tongue being touched. He goes, do it again. Royce repeats that. They then go inside. Royce takes him to his room, but they make sure to lock every single door so no one can get in. Then Royce takes off his shirt, and Elijah sees all the flaps. Can't help but rub them, caressing every single one just like Royce did to his abs. Royce, very pleased with this. They both do this for a few days. Actually, only 1 day, but that doesn't matter. Sorry, my door was open. They do this for a day total, but then they realize that they're in love. So they decide to take it to the next level. They take their pants off, but not their underwear, and their socks, revealing nothing but their boxers. Royce has noodle boxers for Asian men, and Elijah has 12 gauge boxers. Both are very pleased with one another and decide to have battle of the bulge. Turns out they're both even. Elijah has a remark to himself, but says this out loud. That'd be very pleasing. Royce goes, it would. And then slowly takes off his boxers. Elijah follows. They then do it in 2 days, 50 times total. A few weeks later, it was 11:35. It was time for lunch at McDowell Middle School. Royce pulls Elijah aside and whispers to Elijah, I think I'm pregnant. The day goes on. Elijah doesn't talk to Royce the entire time. The next day Elijah wasn't there. Or the day after. Or the day after that. He wasn't there for a week, but one Sunday morning, Royce looked at a note on his fridge. It said, sorry, I went to go get to the milk. I couldn't handle the pressure. Signed, Elijah Penn. Elijah's son. Royce then cried his eyes out for a few days, and then jumped off a cliff.
Holy shit!
The end. I made that so dark. Alright, that was mine. You don't know how hard Lane laughed.
I think that was your best work.
Oh yeah, by the way, it has to be 2 people from our group. Don't say who it is. Okay? If you're gonna do it, okay, Jesse?
Jesse, you gonna do it?
Nah.
It's your turn, then.
Okay, let's see.
Alright, don't tell us who.
Fuck, I can't do the original. Gavin, you already know it. Oh, yeah.
I wasn't even listening.
These two have always been bitter rivals.
Oh, you were doing kidding?
They've hated each
Okay,
other
these 2 boys.
ever since 7th period. Ducky Rodriguez, a fat little tall boy who thinks he's all hard but he's not, and Bryce Salazar. These two
Oh no.
are great love interests. Bryce has always thought that Ducky is so fat. He wants to take off his shirt and just feel his nipples. I can't.
Lane, be professional about it. Don't laugh at your own jokes.
Ducky's always not the same. Ducky said one day, "I've been meaning to talk." Bryce pulls him closer, pulls him on the bed, and they get.
Where the hell did bed come from?
They get. I said Ducky walks up to his house, and Bryce pulls him inside. So everything gets wicked. Soon,
Too close, Layden. Too close.
Soon, Bryce's parents walk in on Ducky's cock. Bryce sucking on it.
Bro,
Bryce soon.
Dude, I hope your controller doesn't die when I'm telling mine, because I have a good one.
Bryce soon breaks the window. Ducky stands there naked with his flabs out all over the floor. Has no idea what to do. Bryce's parents accidentally shoot Ducky in the shoulder. They didn't know.
Oh, that's it? GG's?
No, they didn't know he was. Bryce soon says, "No! Ducky-kun!
No!
Ducky-kun!" Ducky soon fatally passes away. Bryce was never the same that way. Soon, when Bryce came back to school, everyone was like, Ducky was mean anyways, except for Bryce. Bryce soon that day found a noose and hung himself. The end.
With some tarp. Okay, that was pretty dark.
I can't believe Ducky just got shot.
Alright, okay. It has to be both from our group, right? Or can it just be one?
Bro, we should do a love triangle.
Alright, how about, it doesn't have to be both from our group, just one from our group, okay?
Okay. It's gonna be like some weird shit. It's calling it.
Okay, who has siblings in a group?
Me. We gotta. Wait.
Fuck.
No, I believe someone else.
My siblings are dead, sorry.
Wait a minute. I heard your brother screaming in a well. Look!
Just
I don't want to repeat characters.
then don't repeat ones.
Oh.
Think of others.
Oh no, okay. Hey. This one's so bad. It was a very lonely day for Elisha Pennington.
Jesus, again, bro!
No, it's the only person. It's the only repeat. Yeah, it's the only person. It's the only old one.
Yeah, what's with this gay guy, dude?
It's Elisha Pennington. He had nothing better to do, so he had nothing better to do, so he was just watching some YouTube, watching Shop Shaker Lol's video. Go subscribe. He was laughing all the way watching Gavin's Shadow with the Colossus videos. They're great videos. You should watch them.
You promoting your
Some of
channel?
those he watches one biome video. But once Kevin pulled out his iron sword, Elijah felt a little poke in his pants. He hasn't felt this feeling in 4 months. Could it be? Elijah knew he was home alone, so he stuck into his parents' room, grabbed.
This may or may not be the third time we've done this intro, but...
That was the third time we did that intro.
Is that the one he jerked? Is that the one Pennington jerked off to?
No, one biome challenge. Don't play that, please. And so Elijah went to his parents' room. He couldn't find any lotion, so he grabbed the soap, not knowing what would happen. He grabbed the soap knowing what would happen, but he did not care. He wanted to know what this feeling is. While my video plays in the background, can you not?
And
I'm just trying to make it funny, man. Elijah grabbed his soap because he couldn't find any lotion. He knew what would happen, but he didn't care. He went to his room and searched up more Salt Shaker Lol videos. Go subscribe.
He
looked at his first video. It was his Overwatch first look video. He could help, but he started slowly stroking his abs. He got very close, very close to the blasting. But then his little sister walked in, Elijah, very scared that and embarrassed that he was rubbing his abs again. He hasn't done that in so long. But his sister was too young. She didn't know what was happening, so he just told her, he ushered her out. But then she said, "But there's someone at the door." So Elijah, has to get a shirt on because he has soap all over his abs. He walks down the stairs. I know this is long, but he walks down the stairs and sees it's a plot twist. Royce's sister is at the door. Royce's sister is at the door alongside of nobody. Never mind. Alongside, it's just Royce's sister. He opens the door and says hello. Royce's sister then proclaims love to him.
What the fuck?
Then they start making out.
Megan
Why
likes
they do that?
Pennington.
His sister walks in. No, I don't know. But then Elijah's little sister comes in. She says, "I want to join," and then strips naked as fast as Elijah could count 3. But they let her join. They didn't care. That wasn't even Elijah's real sister. It's a stepsister.
Oh, so it's fine.
The end. I just made an incest story and no one cares. I love that song still. That's such a good song, in my opinion.
Okay, that was the weirdest fucking shit ever.
I tried to make it weird. That's why I asked, who is siblings? Turn back.
I'm watching Gavin's old videos. What was his first video?
Overwatch.
Overwatch. What was the second one?
Overwatch.
Nope.
It was Rocket League, right?
Yeah. What was
Challenges? I think y'all was
Yeah.
Overwatch. It was like Overwatch,
Nope.
blah, 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 blah. What was it?
Rocket League gone wrong. What's your fourth one?
I don't know.
What's your most recent one?
Shadow of the Colossus Part 2.
Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus Part 1. Fighting the first and second boss again. But then I didn't do that because I couldn't refight them.
Fire Hammer gets the mightiest turtle HD.
Oh yeah, that's when I fought Elijah. You remember? I fought Elijah. I fought the Elijah Colossus.
Okay, what am I gonna do?
That's really funny.
So yeah, we're literally making a video about fanfiction in my group because we can.
Yeah, you should join me.
Don't, he's playing Fortnite.
I don't know.
Wait, can you join me?
No, because then my video will end.
Alright guys, I think that's the end of this.
Gavin, make one more fanfiction. Just make one more fanfiction. I can't think of one.
Okay.
Write down all the characters, make it a love triangle. That's what I want.
Oh, okay. Your wish shall be granted.
Okay, just let me go piss.
Why is that started? Can he just pee in the cup?
Yeah.
I mean, he could pee in my mouth. What?
Same.
Some dookie tastes pretty good right now. Oh well, while y'all are here, might as well plug the channel once more time. If you didn't hear, Salt Shaker Lol, go subscribe. Don't forget the space between Salt Shaker and Lol.
I'll spell it for him. S-A.
Okay, start that story.
Capital S-H-A-K-E-R. Space. Capital L-O-L.
Start that story.
Salt Shaker Lol, go subscribe. Alright, look at the chicken. No, it won't. It won't be. Anyway. It was a dark, stormy night, because It's me. I can't make anything but cliches. It was a very dark, stormy night. Gavin, not home alone with his parents, playing Roblox all day long. Because Jesse wasn't on to play Rocket League with. Julius was just playing Fortnite. Both Lane and Rugby had nothing to do. But then he noticed Lane got off.
Fuck.
He didn't think anything of it at the time, but later he would. Then he heard a knock at his door. Sounded like a SWAT team trying to bust in. He wasn't home alone, but he was the first to open the door for some reason. It was Jesse.
God damn it, no.
Just wait, Lane. You're gonna want to jump off a cliff. Oh, that's pretty good, isn't it? Anyway, it was Jesse. He's like, yeah, I just kind of walked over here. I was bored. You wanna play some Rocket League or something? So they played Rocket League for a few hours, and apparently Jesse was gonna be spending the night. But then another person knocked on the door. They opened the door. You would never guess, but it was Lane. Lane said the same question. Do you want to play Rocket League? So they played Rocket League, even though it was really difficult. They played Rocket League. But Lane was also spending the night. Gavin thought it was kind of weird, but he didn't mind. He was bored.
Gavin, this is fucking dumb.
So when the night came, none of them went to bed when the parents told them to. When my dad said to. Because we don't do that around here. So they obviously started to play some Black Ops 3 Zombies because they felt like it.
You know.
And then Lane was like, "Oh, I know what we should do." And Lane suggested that they cook meth. So they did, because Lane's now a chemist.
Wait, what? What?
Meth, Lane. Cook meth.
Yeah, sure.
Because Lane's now a chemist. So, yeah, later they started, what do you even do with meth? Do you eat it? I guess.
I don't think you should.
They made brownies. They made edible brownies. Because they were all pretty poor. They couldn't afford the good stuff. So later that night they were still high, but they didn't even realize it. They felt all those flashy colors around them. They thought that was normal. But they didn't know they were thinking wrong. That's better. They didn't know they were thinking anything bad. But all of a sudden Jesse started on Lane. Lane didn't have a shirt on for some reason, and neither did Jesse. But Jesse didn't have pants on. But Jesse never bought underwear, so Jesse was butt naked on Lane. Lane, realizing low-key Jesse kinda cute. He gets a tiny one-inch booty. Lane then takes off his pants, thinking I was asleep. Started going at it, but really I wasn't asleep and I was enjoying every 2 seconds of it. But then I decided that was kind of fun, and yeah, Jesse is low-key kind of cute, and joins in. They had a nice little love triangle going. And yeah, I mean, it lasted all night until Elijah Pennington walked in and said, "Oops, wrong story," and walked out. Later, when they all went to bed, finally, they all woke up, like, obviously, because it was daytime. And they realized what they did. All disgusted with themselves, they did synchronized hanging with a noose.
Jesus Christ, that went dark.
Bro, y'all both started dying when Jesse was on top, wearing no shirt or pants. Lane was shirtless for some reason. Jesse was on top of him without a shirt or pants. He didn't even wear underwear. He told Gavin specifically. Jesse was butt naked on Lane, but Lane was like, "Damn, Jesse kinda cute," and took off his pants. It was so weird. Also, no homo.
Okay,
I feel like that's important.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Unless.
It's all good. We said no homo.